Who is it?
Hey, how you doing today?
Can I help you?
Man, I was walking by that. What is that thing called?
That's an elephant ear.
Elephant ear?
Yeah.
It's probably got to be the biggest one I've ever seen. Where'd you get that thing from?
I don't know. That thing's been there since I can remember.
Shoot, that's a big one. We get hot talking about what we're gonna go over. We might have to get into that thing with some shade, okay?
Okay.
Hey, listen. You sent this card in right here requesting information on your life insurance. It's just my job to come by and sit down and go over that with you. Takes about 10 or 15 minutes. You want to sit out here, or you want to go inside and sit out?
I don't know if I seen anything in.
Is that your handwriting right there? That's your signature.
It could be mine,
Scott Connell?
but I sent. If I did, I sent that in a long time ago.
Well, it's got 2022 on it right here, so I'm pretty sure you sent this in this year.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe I did. I just don't remember.
Okay.
Well, come on in.
All right.
It ain't gonna be
Appreciate
long,
it.
is it?
It ain't gonna take too long, about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Scott. So tell me a little bit about you. What exactly were you looking at and looking for when you sent that card in? You know, what's on your mind? Were you planning on taking out just enough to cover your final expenses? You planning on leaving some money behind? What's your ideas and what you want?
Well, really, I really didn't know what it was. I thought it was a government program. I thought it was free.
All right, Mr. Connell. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. There ain't nothing in this world worth having that's free. Now, you already know that.
Well, you really got that right.
All right, but I will tell you what we can do. Anything that I have right here, and I got a spectacular plan that I'm gonna go over with you, it's definitely gonna fit in your budget.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Now,
now
I'm gonna tell you, I already do have life insurance.
okay, you do. That's good. So, Mr. Connell, tell me a little bit about what you have as far as life insurance now. How much do you have?
I got about 20,000 in coverage
Okay, you got about 20,000. And who do you have that with?
with Lincoln Heritage.
Okay. How long you been with them?
A long time, probably 8 or 10 years or more.
8 or 10 years. Okay. And what do you know about what your premium is?
It's around $45 a month.
$45 a month. Okay. Now, are you happy with them?
Oh yeah.
Good, good. Okay, great. All right, wonderful. Now, let me explain something to you here. I want to go over the difference between this $20,000 with Lincoln Heritage. Now, they're a fantastic insurance company, okay? But I want to go over the difference between what their money is versus what senior life's money is, okay? Now, in today's market, we're at about $15,000 like we discussed at the funeral home. So $15,000 funeral home price, okay? You see that?
Okay.
Now, with that $20,000 you got with Lincoln Heritage, that $20,000, that's enough money to pay the bill right now in today's market, okay? And that's your Lincoln Heritage money. And that would leave you about $5,000 left over in today's market, okay?
Okay.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful. You're not leaving a bill to anyone. But let me show you the difference between Senior Life's $20,000 versus Lincoln Heritage or any other company that I could have walked in here representing. $20,000, okay, excuse me there. $20,000 with Senior Life. With Legacy, that same $15,000 funeral home price tag, you are not going to pay $15,000 with having the Legacy membership. So that same $15,000 price tag, we're going to get for about $5,000 because we're lowering that price tag down, and I'm going to go over that with Legacy in a minute and show you how. But we're lowering that down by 50 to 70%, okay?
Okay.
So that same $15,000 service is going to only cost you about $5,000. So that means of that $20,000 life insurance policy you have, now you're going to take $15,000 and put it in your family's pocket on average instead of giving it to the funeral home. Now, Mr. Connell, would you rather in today's market give them $5,000 or $15,000?
Well, I mean, I'd much rather them have 15,000.
Great, me too. All right, Mr. Connell. So we're gonna start right here with the equipment, okay? If you go down to purchase your caskets right now at your funeral home, you're gonna pay between $3,000 and $6,000, right? That exact same casket coming through us, and we got over 200 options to choose from. You're gonna be locked in at $2,000. Can you see that?
Okay.
Okay, and I know there's only a couple pictures right here, but you're gonna have access to all of those options that you want to choose from. Vault, headstone, same thing. You're gonna be locked in at these prices right here for life. So what that means for you, Mr. Connell, is, we talked about the market a while ago and how much it's increasing. Well, it doesn't matter anymore what the market increases to. I mean, these caskets go up to over $10,000 a piece, not yours. You're locked in for life, okay? Now, Wish Team. The Wish Team, they negotiate the rates for you. What I mean by that, opening and closing of the casket, plan out, fly away, all that stuff costs money. It costs lots and lots of money. So we're saving you thousands of dollars on your equipment, but the Wish Team is gonna come in and they're gonna contact the funeral home of your choice. Doesn't matter which one, any funeral home that you choose. They're gonna negotiate those rates of that service down for you, saving you even more money here. So we're saving you tons of money here, saving you tons of money here.
Well, I use Carson McLean. Are they gonna take that?
Absolutely. Any funeral home in the nation has to receive outside equipment. Our equipment would come and ship directly to them within 24 hours of being notified by your family member when they notify legacy, okay?
Okay.
Of your passing. Our equipment will be set up there for you within 24 hours, okay? Now, let me show you a little bit what I'm talking about here. You see these numbers right here on the page?
Sure.
So this funeral home price tag right here of $12,000, okay? $12,000 at the funeral home, price after legacy negotiation. This is legacy. That same $12,000 service we got for less than $5,000. That means if you had a $12,000 life insurance policy through Senior Life with your legacy membership, less than $5,000 of that money goes to the funeral home, and over $7,000 stays in your family's pocket. Now that's huge right there.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Connell. So we got some other things that come along with this. Just by being a member, we have some living benefits here. Now, what these living benefits are, and again, this is just icing on the cake that comes along with it. What we're really after is those huge discounts that we were talking about earlier. So, telehealth services, 24/7 exams online, by app or by phone. That means we got doctors on call 24/7. We can call you prescriptions over the phones, things like that. Huge savings on discounts on all the products through Petters, up to 15% on all those products, which is diabetic products, usually to do with inserts in your shoes or specialty shoes itself. We got discounted rates on hearing aids, but we're also gonna give you a free hearing exam every year, absolutely no cost to you, just by being a member. Now, what also comes with this, and I take this near and dear to my heart right here, because this really alleviates a big burden in my opinion. The Final Wishes Planner. What that means for you, Mr. Connell, is you're going to be able to sit down in the comfort of your own home, okay, and plan your service out yourself. That means you're going to be able to come back, pre-select all the equipment and items that you want, okay. Any special requests or anything like that you may want for your service, you're going to be able to do it. Now, the way I like to look at it is, you ever heard that commercial, it's your money, use it when you need it? Well, this one's kind of, it's your money, use it where you want it, okay? That means, here's your money, you're going to be able to take your money and allocate it in control with your power, how you want it to be spent, okay? The things that you want. So you're not leaving a financial burden to your family, and you're not leaving the burden of when you pass away, okay, of them having to go down to the funeral home and start picking out your items. They can do what they're supposed to be doing and grieving your loss, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, Mr. Connell, so we talked about how we're going to save you some money over here and went through all that stuff. Now, there's a big question I can see is lingering over your head. Everybody always asks it, so go ahead. I'm going to let you ask it. What is it?
Well, how much is it?
How much is it? That's right. Well, listen, like I told you, over 90% of the clients that I deal with every day, they're on a fixed income, they're retired, and I promise you, I'm able to work with their budget. I'm gonna be able to do the same thing with you, okay?
Okay.
So let me get logged in here and we're gonna start asking you a few questions. Now, what these questions are doing is they're gauging the system to give you an accurate number. Now, the accurate number is what that number is gonna be that works with your budget to give you the amount of coverage that you want. Now, I want you to understand when we go through this, anything to do with the pricing of insurance is based off of two things. You know what that is?
What's that?
Health and age. Now, I can ask you birthday and I get you age right there, but we got to go through some of these questions and they're pretty simple, pretty easy, and we'll get your health, okay, to be able to gauge that price. So I got you in here as Mr. Scott. Last name is Connell. Okay, and what's your date of birth, Mr. Connell? You said you were 65.
January 31st.
January 31st, 57, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great, got you at 65, and I got you in as a male. Relationship with insured, it's gonna be self. And what city are you in right now? We're here in Valdosta, right?
Valdosta.
Okay. Valdosta, Georgia. Well, I tell you what, it has been hot here lately, and I live here in Georgia myself, and my gracious, has it been hot out here. I think they raised the temperature up in Valdosta hotter than everywhere else because I was sweating my butt off when I walked up to your door. All right, so first question, are you currently hospitalized or in a nursing facility? Obviously no, I'm sitting here looking at you. All right, have you been hospitalized 2 or more times in the past 10 years? And that's where you've had to stay overnight.
I've been hospitalized one time, but.
Okay, but not 2 or more times in the past 10 years, correct?
No.
Okay. All right, have you ever been diagnosed with cancer or had a stroke?
Thank goodness.
Thank the Lord for that, that's right. Do you use any form of tobacco or nicotine?
No, I don't.
No, that's great. In the past 10 years, have you used any form of tobacco or nicotine? Or have you ever had a blood pressure reading of 135 over 85?
No.
No, okay. Well, that's awesome. That means you've been taking care of yourself, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, how tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". And how much do you weigh?
I weigh about 240.
240. Okay. Now, are you taking any prescribed medications by chance?
I am.
You are? Okay. Do you have a list of them or do you know all of them? I'm going to need everything that you've been taking in the past 5 years that you've been prescribed.
Okay. Well, I'm taking omeprazole.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm taking lisinopril.
Okay. You're taking that omeprazole for acid reflux and the lisinopril you're taking for
Blood pressure.
blood pressure, okay. Okay. All right. Now, anything else that you've been taking the past 5 years that you can remember?
I think that's about the only thing I've taken.
Okay. By chance, do you have any inhalers? Are you diabetic?
No.
Okay, so no injections, no inhalers, no breathing machines, nothing like that.
No, I got a CPAP.
You got a CPAP, okay. Is there any medication that goes into that?
No.
No? Okay, no albuterol treatment or anything that goes into that?
No.
Okay, what are you using the CPAP for?
That just so I don't hold my breath at night.
Oh, okay, okay, great. All right, so any other medication?
That's the only medications I'm taking.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Connell, you're going to be able to qualify for one of our very best plans. Okay. Now, what that means for you is I'm going to be able to work with your budget at any amount to give you what it is that you're looking for. Now, I want to reiterate something here when we go to talking about these numbers. Now, you've got this $20,000 with Lincoln Heritage that we discussed, okay? So you got enough right now to cover the bill. What I want from you is I want you to be a legacy member. So when it comes to the pricing over here, you let me know what your budget is, okay? And that's the one that we'll go with. But keep in mind, it doesn't matter to me how much coverage you take out, but what it does matter to me is that you become a legacy member to get those big discounts on those products. Now, if there's by chance that you see that you can go up a little bit more in the money to leave some money behind, you're most definitely going to be able to do so. But I'm going to give you those options and let you see exactly what you want. Now, the first three options the system comes up with right here is a good, better, and best option. This one here starts at $10,500 of natural and $10,500 of accidental for $71.32, $12,000 for $80.50, and $14,000 of $92.74. Now you look at that right there and tell me which one fits within your budget, and that's the one we'll go with today.
Well, I really like a little more coverage than that.
Okay. So above the $92 mark, tell me exactly how much you could go up to. What would your budget handle?
Probably $100, $120, somewhere around in there.
Okay. Well, I do want you to be informed here. I would hate to tell you that you would not have what you didn't think you didn't have, but $30,000 is what you can go up to, and that premium on that would be $190.66. So keep that in mind. We're at $190.66 for $30,000. So from there down, you just tell me where you want to be within your budget.
Well, that's a little too much. I can't fit that.
So you just tell me where do you think you want to be at? The 150?
How much is 20,000?
Okay, 20,000. You're looking at $129.46.
Would they give me $40,000 in coverage? I think I could probably do that.
Yeah, that's going to give you $20,000 of natural and $20,000 of accidental. So if you die in the case of an accident, this is going to pay out double. It's going to pay out $40,000.
Okay.
Okay. Now, all right, Mr. Connell, so you have chosen a fantastic plan. This is going to take care of everything that we talked about. It's going to leave you $20,000 of natural like we discussed, and it's also going to leave you $20,000 additional in the case of an accident. Now, who do you want to list as your primary beneficiary?
I'm going to do my wife.
Okay. And that was Melissa, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Connell. All right, now in the event something happens to her before you, who do you want to list as your secondary beneficiary, or would you like for me to put the money to your estate?
Leave that to my son.
Okay. What's his name?
Caleb.
All right. Same last name?
Yes.
Okay. No junior, senior?
No.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Now, you give me the check, and we're going to go ahead and process that as soon as possible. Now, that could potentially come out today or tomorrow. Depends on when they process it, or as soon as possible. Okay, from the time we send this through. Now, is there a particular day thereafter that you would like for this to draft every single month?
Well, I usually get my benefit on the 3rd.
Okay, so you want to set it up to coincide with your benefit on the 3rd?
That'd be good. That way, make sure I got it taken care of.
All right, perfect. All right, Mr. Connell. Well, listen, this is a pamphlet that I'm going to leave with you. It's got all of your information in here. It's got everything with legacy that we talked about. I'm going to have that in there. I got you some other material here with Senior Life that I'm going to leave as well. This brochure. This brochure, if you open it up and read through it, is a fantastic way to stay organized, by the way. I'm going to leave you with all this, and I'm also going to leave you with my card. Listen, I'm your agent for life. You can reach out to me anytime. I'll be there day or night to answer any questions you got. Listen, if I don't answer the phone, leave me a voicemail, because I don't answer the phone when I'm with a client. I give you my undivided attention. So, but leave me a voicemail and I will call you back, okay? Now, there's one extra thing that I do like to do with all my clients. Now that you're a member of the Legacy family, you gotta take a picture with me, okay? So we're gonna come right here and we're gonna cheese real big, because listen, you've done something fantastic, and we're gonna take a picture together. If I can get this camera to work, look here. What do you think about that? All right, Mr. Connell, you got any questions for me?
When will I get my policy in the mail?
Okay, great question. So at about 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, you're going to receive your policy from Senior Life. Now, give the legacy portion a little bit extra time. We got to make your membership card, and everything. It takes a little bit longer to get the legacy pamphlet in the mail. Now it will have this image on the front of it. It's going to look just like this here on the front, but it's going to be about that big when the legacy part comes in the mail, okay? It's going to be about that size. Whatever you do, don't throw it away. I had several clients thought it was junk mail and they throw it away. Don't throw it away. Open it up. It's got your membership card in it. And I'm just going to give you all the step-by-step information that you need to go through the pre-selecting all your items and stuff like we talked about. I'll give you that website and everything that we discussed. Any other questions?
So it's going to automatically draft out of my account?
Absolutely. It's going to automatically draft on the 3rd that we put in there. Your initial one's going to come out today or tomorrow whenever they process it, or as soon as possible, and it's going to come out on the 3rd of every month. All right, so there's one other thing I wanted to cover with you. All right, so we talked about how your premium is $129.46 total, okay? So that's the total amount that's going to come out of your account every month, okay? But when you monitor your check statement, you look at it, your banking statement, you're going to see 2 drafts. Now, it's not going to be more than the $129.46, but it is going to be broken apart into 2 parts. One of them is going to be $125.46, and it's going to have senior life out next to it. The other one, the other $4 is going to have legacy out to it. Okay, so when you look at it, we're not charging you any more or anything like that. It's just broken apart. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So any other questions?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for choosing Senior Life, and welcome to the Legacy family.
Thank you.